Yeah, now that's better. And I know that now it can be heard. All right, here you go. Look, you built up your whole fan base just so you can go ahead and sell an album that's not going to hit the billboard because you want to try to make millions off your daggone fan base. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to do music illegally to sell just so you can go ahead and become a millionaire off your daggone off your subscribers. You got them sending you money through Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, or whatever. Then you're gonna have them buy your album from that website. I hope you're paying that person for that website. You know, there's not no hate. It's just how the way you moving, and you think you can hide that album through that website, and that's the only reason why you're not really playing songs on your platform because you know them songs haven't been cleared. That's why you doing that. You know them samples haven't been cleared at all. You stole music from Aaron Peebles, that one song, like Brother Pisces the King said. You done stole the song by Ninth Wonder that was on Memphis Bleak album, that production, and also that beat that you used on yours haven't even been cleared with that sample. And also, young Guru don't like stuff like that. I'm gonna call my family later. I'm gonna have to decline that. Remember how you tried to wish death on my family, bruh? My whole entire bloodline? Mm. I think it's funny how when I'm on YouTube, all these different amount of people pop up as soon as I go ahead on StreamYard. I don't see that many people, but that one person, which is something, which makes me wonder, you know. But see, this is the thing. You do a lot of this talking about warlocks and witches and talk bad about them, but you won yourself by wishing death on people. And then you try to put something on me with lyrics and shit. That don't work. No, no. Let me tell you something. I can rap better than you anytime, any day, bruh. I'm a poet. I did this. I was in free. Listen, I was in creative writing when I was in elementary school, all the way to high school. I had made a song, dog. Listen. I was in high school. I ain't know nothing about copyright rights. I was in high school. I made a song. I made an album. I made a song called "Blazing Babylon." Made a song when I was in high school called "Rage Upon the Stage." Made a song called so many different things, man. But you just do shit on purpose, dog. I don't know why you keep on doing that, but I'm done talking. But stop talking negatively about people. You got it? I'm done. I'm done. All your shit that you've been saying about people, trying to call us haters, but then you try to badmouth people. You try to wish death on people that you claim that be practicing warlock stuff and witches and stuff. Bro, when are you going to stop talking about these people, man? When are you going to stop talking about narcissists? When are you going to try to stop calling me a narcissist when I talk to my I have a therapist. Do you have one? I told my therapist what you told me when he called me. She was laughing. She done studied this whole field for years, and she said, "I don't see not one speck of narcissism in you." But anyway, I'm done with you, bruh. You need to just like stop trying to mention me subliminally now. It's getting old, and I'm getting tired of talking about it, and it's really getting to be sickening. You got me? Go your way, I go my way, and we call it another day. Go ahead and try to manipulate your subscribers about your album, saying that yeah, you did you purchase my album, and then you try to compare it to Nas. Stop doing that because his in the billboards, yours not. His is hot, yours not. He's a legend, you're not. He been doing it for years, and you say you have a rap career. You didn't need this. You just now started it on this album. I can't even call it an album on whatever you want to call it, but it's not an album because you stole beats from people on YouTube, and you admitted that. You said I get beats from YouTube, and I take it to the studio, and pretty much they I guess fix it up. Now I really hope you know that's copyright infringement, man. You ain't get no permission from these producers. So that's why you got that website so you can hide that. But I'm telling you, this is it. I'm done. Don't mention me subliminally no more. Please leave me the fuck alone. Don't mention my family no more. Keep your asses over there on your channel because all over here we talk about spirituality and consciousness and try to raise the levels of vibrations of the people over here. We don't got time for bullshit. And also we don't lie to the people. We don't ask for money from the people. And if we ever did that over here, it's because we want to help out other people in our community. It don't make any sense how you operate, man. And people listen to you, and then they ask you any spiritual question, you can't answer it. That's the crazy part about it. But I'm gonna do another live today. I'm on my goddamn business afterwards. So I hope you go ahead and get yourself in order to start studying some of them books that I said in other lives. It's like 15, 16, 17 of them, I think. You better get up on your spiritual game and stop trying to attack people for no reason because you're gonna knock at the wrong door, and that's when the devil gonna open up and say, "Hey, how you doing? Come on, and I'm here to collect." That's what they're gonna say. So you better be ready because it's not a joke when you be doing this to people. You be talking about their health. You be talking about people dying and shit like that. But your whole album is nothing but people beats that you done stole and people thinking it's a real album and stuff. Dog, you need to get it together because that's not a real album. That's a copy. That's a copy and paste, but you putting your lyrics to it. So I'm just saying that's not, man. I don't know, but this is who y'all. This type of people y'all want to listen to. But when people really have messages to tell you, you just go about. You just don't listen. But on that note, I didn't want to stay on here longer. Talk about that shit. I'm done. This is part two. I hope that you get your act together, and I hope that you learn that you cannot get away with that. I'm out of here, dog. I done said what I had to say. I ain't wasting no more energy on you. You need to just be where you at and stay. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't make any sense how you just constantly do the same shit for the last 9 years. I don't blame Contra Queen and them going on Patreon and stuff because you was taking her shit too. And she knew it. You were gonna regurgitate shit and everything. You took a lot of people's shit. You even try to give a shout out to Black Contra when I said it on this channel. You didn't even know who the hell she was. And you everything you be mimicking too much, man. Be your own person. How about you be original? But you know people don't want to hear you gossiping about Oprah and them no more. Like how the way you used to do talk about the weather and shit. You know where you got that from? Because I was talking, man, you got that from Jolly Bay and yours truly. You ain't talking about them earthquakes and stuff like that no more. Man, look, your subscriber might think it's hate, but no, all I'm trying to do is save the asses because they're following somebody who's a real fallen angel. He ain't going to tell people that. Or a real archon, and ain't going, and people ain't going to know that. Who will say controversial shit just to get the clout, so people can watch and see what they're gonna say and react and everything. Y'all don't even know y'all entertaining something out of this world. That's why I was saying to be careful who you lie down with and procreate with, because they do inhabit bodies inside of the womb of a child. It depends on who you are intermingling with as well, and the vibration and the tone of both parties. That stuff is real. Y'all need to ask him a question. What is destiny swapping? Ask him that. Anything highly spiritual, start asking them. Look, your album, you copy, you just took everybody beats. You made a record, you made a entertainment company that don't exist because what you want all the money to go in your pocket from your subscribers. Then you still ask, telling people put your links up. You're trying to drain the currency of your subscribers, and people don't see that as vampiric, and that all the money that you're sending is going into the pockets of you, and all you've been doing is regurgitating information. You also took the beats or production from other artists that are known, that's been cemented in the music industry, and you created um, you got somebody created a website for you to hide that album so they won't sue you because you don't want it into the bomb. What is it? The billboard. Because if you had to do that, you had to go through everything legally and have a entertainment lawyer and everything. So you're doing everything crooked. You're breaking every law in the book. And I'm gonna tell you again. Once they find out about your album, they see that your album have songs in there from old '70s singers, soul singers that haven't been cleared. Like I said in the first video, 150,000 dollars charged per freaking song or track, may I say. And you know you don't have that kind of money. And if you don't, what will happen is prison. I would say don't drop the soap, but you might like dropping the soap. So my thing is to you, man, you better hope that these music executives don't find out about that because they coming after that dad going that studio too for putting that out there. And then you had the nerve to put down where you recorded the daggone album at. That's gonna put them in trouble when they find that out. But this is what y'all listen to in the conscious YouTube though. You're not gonna keep on talking bad about me and my family. You're not gonna keep on trying to talk about my health. Dog, I have a doctor. My health is good. I can't speak about you. You the one that got the vaccine, the vax called COVID. I got a question for you. What is the And I hope because I know you're gonna be watching. What on earth is the etheric body? Since you so spiritual, what's the etheric body? What's the kundalini? Matter of fact, who does the hawk represent? And don't say you. And it's not your daggum animal totem. So that's how I know you're trying to destiny swap with me because you really wish you had the information that was given to me since I was a child. That's what you be really wanting to know, the stuff that I know, and you be wanting that. But you know and I know you can't carry that kind of energy. You wasn't built for that. And I'm not being arrogant, I'm being honest. I've been like this since I was a child, kid. Yeah, you're a goat, kid. Been like this. But I know one thing. I know what righteousness is and unrighteous. You are not righteous. I don't know who told you was anointed. You who made you anointed. It must have been the lower regions of the realms that made you anointed. You took the L off your name, which showed a whole lot. And I told everybody, and I'm gonna say it again. You were kicked into this realm, and you have been against the primordial great mother the whole entire time. That's why you never acknowledge the primary creator is she. You always saying he. But this is who people listen to. You have all these subscribers listening to you saying, "That's right, B. That's right, B." And then to top all of that, if they really followed the scriptures like some of them supposed to be, they would realize that you're not supposed to predict deaths or even put death on anybody's spirit at all. That proves that they're not really studying the scriptures like that too, because that means that they're also fallen ones as well. A lot of people you're subscribing can't. A lot of them fell from grace too. That's why I told people it's legions of y'all. And the word legion is another term for demons. And if you ever saw the movie Legion, you know what the hell I'm talking about. The thing about you, everything about you says that you're a copy of everything. Tariq Nasheed is one of the people that you copy off of. You copy off him so much. Then one minute you want to be a rapper. Let me see. The other minute you want to be a comedian, I guess. I don't know what to call you. Then the other minute you want to go ahead and try to kick knowledge from recording somebody. Then you want to try to be political. Then turn back around. You want to be conscious, and then you want to be a rapper. Then you want to be comical. Then you also made fun of Dr. Umar Johnson. I don't fuck with him too much at all. But you was making fun of that man. But I know one thing, that man I walk up on, he probably knock your ass out. All it takes is that one person to confront you, and I guarantee you, you will run. I don't have to look over my shoulder. And then you say you're anointed and protected. How? Who made you that way? If you're anointed and protected, you don't have to look over your shoulder outside. Y'all, this is who people listen to, and it's a shame. If only Dan Calloway and them knew what you did and what you do, and others do what the hell you do, I don't see how people listen to somebody that steal from others. You the same guy that made fun of people that sun gaze. And you did that in one of your old lives years ago when you stayed here and somebody said, "You sun gazing?" You're like, "Yeah, I'm sun gazing." That's what you did. You made fun of it. You made fun of stuff like that. That's a shame. You had people that take this serious, and you're the type of person to make fun of it. Man, let me tell you, there was one other incident when I tried to freestyle on that other rental car. And it was me, you, and Jolly Bear again. Remember, you were in the back seat again. Me and Jolly Bear in the front. And I played a beat. And Jolly Bear was like bobbing his head. I was still. I said, all right. I said, Jolly Bear, I'm about to kick something. And he's going to have to do it because I'm trying to teach him how to freestyle. He's like, all right. So we bobbing our head. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. We doing this, bobbing our head and stuff. Everybody bobbing their head because the beat was tight. And I was like, something. I said, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember. I think I said, I'm gonna just try to remember it. I said, from a sight from sore eyes, I analyze with these eyes. I'm like notorious B.I.G. My lyrics keep you hypnotized. And then I said something about making the women want to fantasize. But like some of these other races towards our people, they fetishize. What is it? They fetishize. I can't even say the word. They fetishize. Like that's what I said. And then next thing you know, I was like, yeah, I can go all day. It doesn't matter the time. I don't need a pad and a pen to write down what I rhyme. I recite what I say when I rhyme all day and all the time. And then I said something else. And next thing you know, I said, I'm done. It's your turn to go. And next thing you know, you tried to do your thing. We thought you was gonna flow. You didn't even flow. You was just like, yeah, yeah, yo, yo, yeah, that's what you were saying in the back of the seat, the back of the car. You were saying that's all you were saying. He was like, yo, come on, you can't be doing that. I said, because you never know when you're gonna come into in front of a record executive and they're gonna be like, yo, I need to hear 16. You know what I'm saying? And you just didn't say shit. You didn't say nothing. And I'm like, damn, you know, and it's like, this is what you do. And it's like, okay, if you're a writer, you're a writer. Not everybody's a freestyler. Not everybody can't say stuff on top of their head. Some people is just going to be writers. Some people that are writers, but some people that are writers are also biters. They style biters. They're not original. I ain't saying all of them, but a lot of them do their own thing. But some of them are known to steal people's shit. Copyright infringement. Uh, another thing that they do, they what they call it? It's another word that they use when it comes down plagiarism. Just saying. This is what you do though. You do this in the whole conscious bit too. When your subscribers send you stuff, you take it and then you analyze it and then you put your own spin on it. I don't want to do that with nobody that send me anything. I give them a shout out over here on our channel. See, it's a shame that you do that to people and people thinking that you be coming up with your own shit. No, you don't. You're not original. You never were. That's not your cup of tea. Just call it. Just say what it is. But I'm gonna tell y'all, man, on this journey called life, you're supposed to enjoy the best as much as you can through the trials and errors, through the ups and downs. But one thing I want to say, when you come with the shortcomings, you can't blame no witches, you can't blame no warlocks, you can't blame nobody but you. Look, words are used as weapons. What you say out there and put out there, it can manifest. If you have that power, really, it will come faster. It will manifest faster than anything if you have that power, that kind of power. If you thinking that somebody was putting something on you, it can manifest faster on how quick your mind works and also how your thoughts process that fast. Let me tell you, man, ever since I let you into my family and my grandmother welcomed you along with my damn cousin in Florida, and made you an honorary member of the family, then you turned around and you wish death on my family bloodline. Then you try to threaten to shoot up my grandmother's house and then threaten to try to shoot me? And nobody on YouTube noticed because you've been throwing stones at a glass house and hiding your hand. Look, I did everything that a man supposed to by confronting you multiple times, and then proved that it wasn't even worth my time because you really have some issues up here going on. You had people thinking I was the broken man and hating on you when everything I say about you is true. I don't need to lie about nothing. Everybody I can name people and the people can look them up on Facebook, YouTube, all that. I mean, Facebook and Instagram. Lamont Rankin L. You can look him up on Instagram and ask him about you, B Miles, you. You can look up other people. I'll name them another time, but you can look up Lamont Rankin L. He will tell you that you were and still are a Mason. You took the oath. Everybody know about you, but your subscribers don't know about you. I can name so many different people that know you. William Jolly Bay's another. Isaiah, Noof. Let's talk about how you stole the sovereign information from Tiffany and Baba Red himself. And then had the nerve and Noof. And then you bought the two Nasara books so you can kick everybody else to the side and make it sound like you came up with it. And said, I knew this 10 years ago from a white guy. A white guy taught me this 10 years ago. If a Caucasian man told you this 10 years ago, why you did not bring it to the forefront to all of us in the beginning? And you know what you would tell your subscribers? I'll tell you what you tell them. Oh, I didn't know if it was serious or not. It's funny when we were on there. When I first made an appearance on your old channel, it did turn into conscious for the first time. You had many people that was happy about that because they didn't know where you were going at with it. They took your ass serious then. They take me serious now because the remnants of the energy still there. Because the mimicking of yours truly and Noof and Jolly Bay. Those three people still have that residue of energy in your mannerisms. The Kali Yuga, you got that from Noof. Oh, that's a part of the whole copyright thing right there. Kali Yuga came from the whole thing that Noof told you about. The astrology thing came from Trinity. That's Tiffany's daughter. You know that. Because I taught Trinity about astrology and the natal charts. You know that. You know that. Let me see what else. When it came down to numerology, you know I was helping Trinity out with numerology. You was there, so that's why you started doing numerology a little bit. Oh, like yeah, next year gonna be new beginnings. It's gonna equal number 10, which is the number one, new beginnings. Who used to do that? I did numbers in my head all the time. You knew that. Like this whole year, I knew it was gonna be the number 9 year. Divine completion. Where you get that from? Divine completion. You got that from talking to me years ago. You record it and write down shit. Let's talk about how the way you would record yours truly, Tiffany, and Ayana, when we talk about spirituality down here, you'll come down here and record it and then go upstairs. You will record everything and take it upstairs. Or how about when we stayed over West Baltimore? We stayed over West Baltimore on Mosier Street, West Mosier Street. And me and Tiffany would talk about spiritual stuff. You and Dad going in the room with me and Tiffany, we talking spiritual stuff, and you'll run downstairs on your channel and say the same exact thing me and Tiffany talk about spiritually. And have your subscribers thinking it came from you. The only reason why you got Citizen Man on your channel right now is because you need more information about Nasara. You fail to realize Citizen Man, yours truly, Noof, Isaiah, Jolly Bay were all on that live together on your old channel. And he started talking about Nasara along with everybody else. There's some things he didn't know about Nasara. But see, years after, he started studying other things that made him more enlightened after a while. You see what I'm saying? So then you start seeing how he started spiritually evolving. Then you started bringing him on your channel. Ways of an energy vampire. See, people see right through you. The ones that really got the eyes, the spiritual eye. The spiritual eye see right through you. The real people that's spiritual can see your ways. But at the end of the day, you got to answer to all of the people that you're bringing in your karma. You can't mix stuff up to make sense for your liking. Oh, but let's talk about how way you talk about the Africans, that witchcraft this and that witchcraft that, copyright infringer. How are you going to talk about witchcraft this and witchcraft that, but then you wind up giving a legwa an offering? Why don't you tell the people how did you find out a legwa was your parent? I mean, I don't. I'm just hoping that's true. I hope you're not lying about that either, because you're lied about so many other things. Um, Tell the people the truth who introduced you to that. Everybody, you're talking. You're looking at them talk right now on our channel. You met and learned about. You met. I mean, you found out about Alegua through Jose. You know who Jose is. I was the one to introduce you to Jose and Teresa. Remember, I, intro- I introduced you to Jose before he transitioned. I took you to the Santeria Botanica. Remember that? And you met Jose there, and he did a reading for you from what you said. I don't know how true it is because I don't believe a lot of shit that you say. You don't want to tell your subscribers it was me to introduce you to Jose to get your reading done. You never told people that it was me. The same person that you hate, that you wish that you try to wish death on my bloodline and my family, and try to threaten to shoot my grandmother's house up. You didn't want to let the people know it was me. Everything about you spiritually, you got from yours truly. I influenced you so many ways, but you never, ever let your subscribers know. Or how about when I was on your old channel and I had this channel, I said, hey man, look, I'm helping you blow your channel up with the brothers. Everybody is about to get their own channel. Can you help every last one of us let everybody know how we all connected? Remember, I told you that. And I actually like, yo, can you let everybody know about all of us have individual channels and we keep it in the family? I said that to your ass. I said it to you. Remember? And all you did was brush it off. But soon as you got to the way of just getting what you needed, and that was Isaiah during the time, you put everybody on with Isaiah, and you just said the hell with Jolly Bay, Noof, yours truly. You fail to realize, and what people don't know, Noof, Noof, Jolly Bay, and yours truly, we were the ones protecting you, so people can not, so you won't get exposed or not knowing nothing spiritually. All three of us knew that you didn't know shit, and we was like, "Yo, we're gonna protect this brother." So they ask him spiritual questions, we'll be able to answer them. And if people go back to your old channel and see all of us on there, and they see when people ask spiritual questions, who was answering those questions, they're like, "Oh, damn, he really didn't know nothing." And the person that said, let's do that was yours truly. I was watching up for you like a big brother would do a little brother. because we knew you didn't know anything because you was on the fence. But I digress, man. I just wanted to say what I had to say about that. This is not hate. I was told let this be my last one, so I did two parts, and I'm going to just sit back and just build this channel up of ours because people need to know the truth. Because the truth need to come out before the real new year comes, once and for all. And for once, don't mention my name anymore, and don't those shots at me subliminal anymore. Because if I'm being told to do another one, if they tell me to do another one, this time I'm going full blown hardcore exposure, and this time I'm getting everybody. And trust me, when I get everybody, they're going to be like, "Yes, do it." They're going to like, "Let's do it." And please don't do that. Don't do it. Because all you're going to tell people is not true. You're like, oh, that's not true. That's not true. That's all you're going to say. Excuse me. That's all you're going to say is that that's not true. Like, oh, that's not true. They just haters. That's all you're going to say. Because you did that when me and Jolly Bay did that on a live one here. He's like, oh, that's not true. They hating. They hating. Or they they what you call people like that? Um Trolls. They just trolls. If I bring everybody on here, if you do it again, and I get the call and they say like you can go ahead and everybody agree on it, it's going to be in dawn of knowledge. Listen, when that time, if that time ever happens, trust me, it's going to be a certain alignment that will take place, and that alignment is going to deal with being about stuff being enough, about enough being enough. I don't know what alignment that would be if that ever happened, but if you do it again and you try to try to call me out again, and you try to talk about my family again, if you try to harass anybody that I care about in the circle that I have, I'm telling you, if they tell me, and if you do any videos on me, if you say anything about calling me a warlock ever again and lie on me again and try to attack and also defame my character ever again on social media, and I'm told let them have it, I'm gonna let you have it by full blown exposure from people that I know and you know in the past. I'm telling you, it's going to happen during a certain alignment. I don't know when. If you ever do it again, and once I'm being told it's going to be done, do it again, and they tell me the alignment in that time, I'm telling you, I saved your ass from Zen wombs. When you was talking about the LGBTQ community, and she's a part of that community, she was coming after your ass. Just because of yours truly, I saved your ass. Because she said you were sounding like me and she knew my presence was near. So I'm going to get one thing clear. I'm not for the fucking fugazi shenanigans anymore. Leave me alone because next time I'm going to make sure that I get the okay and they let me know the daggone alignment. And that alignment is going to be a portal, I guarantee you. And when that alignment happens in that portal, that alignment with that portal is going to deal with full blown exposure, exposing frauds. I guarantee you, or illusionists. It's coming on this new year coming, and I'm not talking about January, because January is not the new year. So you need to just stop doing what you're doing and just talk about spirituality. If it's conscious, talk about that. You keep on coming at people doing subliminal shots at me like I'm a warlock, dude. I'm nothing near that type of caliber, bro. Go ahead and mind your business. Leave us alone on this side because we ain't worrying about you. You go ahead and do your thing. Look, y'all, I'm done talking about this fool. Peace, love, like supreme. Peace, love, like darkness, supreme balance, which is the yin, and the yang, which is divine, feminine and masculine, to bring forth supreme balance. It is your young little big brother Negadazo. Little big brother Negadazo. I talk to y'all. See y'all later. I'm out.